So I'm sure that we can all agree that Nano Banana is a very impressive AI tool. And for those of you that have never heard of it, it's a image generation tool that Google has released where you're able to enter a prompt and it's going to be able to give you an image back. And these different images can be used to help you make money online in a number of different ways. But I do have to be honest and say that it does have its limitations. For example, if I wanted to use it right now to help me build a digital product, it's not really able to do that. However, on the other hand, ChatGPT has released a new feature where it's able to make a digital product, e.g. an ebook, from start to finish. And this ebook can either be sold or it could be used as a lead magnet to help you make money down the line. And I'm going to walk you through everything in today's video and show you how all of this works and how you can start doing it yourself. So first things first, let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, I'm on Google Gemini. This is where you're going to be able to access Nano Banana. I'm going to come back to this in a second, but right here, as you can see, this is a dropshipping store that I was able to build. I built this using a completely free AI store builder. Everything you can see right now, I didn't need to do myself. All of these different winning products was loaded directly onto the site. And the main thing that I want to show you in today's video is what I would do when it comes to building a ebook for me to capture people's email addresses that come across the site so that I can enter them into an automation to turn them into a paying customer. And don't worry, that might sound a little bit confusing, but stick with me because this is one of the most simplistic ways of being able to make money online. So if I just come over here to Nano Banana, I'm going to enter this prompt. Essentially what I'm doing in this prompt, I'm not going to read it out and bore you, but I'm telling Nano Banana to make an ebook with this title, How to Groom Your New Dog. And I've given it all the details, the name of my store, how I want it to look. I want it to be A4, I want it to have images and text, so on and so forth. You can pause the screen right now and read it, but if I just click on submit, it's now generating the image, so I'm going to give it a few seconds for it to complete. Okay, and this is what it was able to come back with. Now, the main issue straight away is that this is not in English. I don't even think it's in a real language. It's mixed with some English words, but it's not really done a great job of making sure that the information is accurate. So the main limitation with Nano Banana is that it's not able to produce text. But on the other hand, ChatGPT is able to produce text, images, and it's able to give you a full ebook again from start to finish. And before I begin, the whole point of what I'm doing right now when it comes to making this ebook and putting it on this online store that I was able to build is so that I can collect as many email addresses for people that land on this site. And the reason why I want those email addresses is because I'm going to be able to use something like OmniSend when it comes to adding them into an email automation where I don't need to manually send out the emails myself. But what OmniSend is going to do is that it's going to get the person's email address, add them into the email list, and send out emails promoting various different products that's on my site. And the ebook that I'm about to make right now that you can also follow along with what I'm doing is going to be used as a free lead magnet to get the person's email address in the first place. And signing up to OmniSend is not a difficult thing. Once you've built your store using the AI store builder, all the information is going to be down below. You're going to be able to go onto OmniSend, register for completely free. The sign up process isn't difficult. You're going to be able to connect your Shopify store to your OmniSend account. Everything is going to be integrated. Everything is going to be synced together so that OmniSend knows your store, knows your brand colors, knows your logo, so that it's able to include it on all of the different emails that are going to be sent. But now that you know how to build your store, you know how to connect it to OmniSend, let's start the process of using ChatGPT to make these different images that will be used as an ebook. So I've just jumped onto my ChatGPT account, and what I'm going to do is enter the exact same prompt. Again, I'm just telling it how many chapters I want, what images I want to include, the size of it, the fact that I'm going to turn it into a PDF. And I'm also telling it that I'm going to attach my logo. So I'm just going to drag it just like that. And literally from here, what I need to do and what you need to do if you are following along is just click on enter, and it should start the process of producing the first page that's going to go into the ebook. So I'm just going to wait for it to do its thing, and it should be done right now. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the table of contents that it was able to make. This is going to be one of the first images in the ebook. I didn't need to tell it, what to put in the ebook in terms of all of these different chapters. So that's another good thing about using ChatGPT, is that it's a little bit more automated. You tell it what ebook you want it to make and it's able to do the rest. And then basically from this point, you're just going to repeat that process, tell it to proceed with chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, until you've got all of these different images that you're now going to compile into a PDF document. And all it's going to come down to is just dragging all of the images that you got into a new chat. As you can see, I've done over here, and I've told it to turn these into a PDF document. It was able to do just that. If I open it up, here we go. This is the final ebook that it was able to make for me. All of these different graphics, all of these different images, everything you can see, all of the different text was done with the help of ChatGPT. And this is the reason why I say that Nano Banana might be on its way out, or maybe it's just used for other things, but I would say ChatGPT is more powerful when it comes to image generation, especially when it comes to helping you with all of these different digital products that you're thinking about making and potentially selling. And once you've got to the point where you've made your ebook, this now brings me back to Omnisend. And one of the initial things that you're going to need to do is put a pop-up that's going to appear on your website whenever you get a visitor, that's going to let them know that if they give you their email address, they're going to be able to get the free ebook. And this is really simple to set up. Once you log into Omnisend, what you're going to do is click on Forms, then come over here to Create Form. And as we can see, there's all of these different templates that we can choose from. Now I'm going to pick one that has an image on either side, so that I'm going to be able to put the cover of the ebook so that the person can see exactly what they're going to be able to get. So let me select this one over here. I'm just going to click on Use Template, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. So of course, there's going to be some changes that we need to make. So I need to update the image over here. I'm just going to remove this for now. And then I'm going to head over to ChatGPT and I'm going to enter a prompt like this. And what this says is, I'm selling an ebook titled How to Groom Your New Dog with a pet store called, and I've given it the name of the store. I need an ebook cover in the style of a horizontal iPad tablet with an animated image of a happy dog and my logo. And I've also told it to include a white background. So I'm just going to get the logo of my store once again. I'm just going to drag it in there like that. And what I'm going to do is just click on enter. Okay, perfect. So it's done a really good job once again of making the main image that's going to go onto Omnisend. So I'm just going to export this or download it to my laptop right now. Head back over to Omnisend, and what I'm going to do is just upload it. So I'm going to click on select file. Okay, perfect. So that's now been added. I'm just going to update some of this text. I'm going to change this to free ebook, just like this. I'm going to say get instant access to our free ebook today. And of course, from here, the person's going to enter their first name, their email address. Once they do that, they're going to get entered directly into the email list on the back end of Omnisend. So I'm going to leave everything else the same, get the treat. I think it goes well with the whole dog store, dog treats, so on and so forth. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to click on enable form. Okay, so now that that's been enabled, what I'm going to do is just go back over to my store. I'm going to come over here to the home page. I'm going to refresh the page, and this is what the visitors are going to see once they land on my site. So imagine how powerful this is, using certain strategies to get potential customers onto the site. Not every single person is going to buy straight away, but by using something like this, they're now going to enter their first name, their email address. They're going to want the free ebook because most people want things for free. And from there, you can now contact them whenever you want. There's going to be certain things you need to do to make sure that the person's actually going to receive the ebook as they should. So I'm just going to quickly show you how this works. So if we just go to the back end of my Shopify account, you're going to come over here to content and files. And what you're going to need to do from here is click on upload files, and you're just going to upload the PDF document that you would have got from ChatGPT. So it's really simple. You're going to tell ChatGPT to turn all of the images into a PDF document. I've already done that. And as you can see, we've got the PDF document right here, as I showed you before. So this is the document that you're going to upload to Shopify. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to come over here, click on upload files. And as you can see, the file has now been uploaded. So this is the file right here, and you're going to get the link by clicking on copy link. So we're going to come back to this in a moment. You still need to do a certain thing on OmniSend when it comes to the email that the person is going to receive once they enter their email address. So if we just go back over to OmniSend, I'm just going to come over here to where it says automation. And then I'm going to click on create workflow. And what I'm going to do is just scroll down and pick the best one for my situation. And in this case, I'm working on a welcome email. So that's the one that you're going to select. I'm just going to click on customize workflow. And what you can see on the screen right now is what is going to happen once the person enters their email address into that pop-up form. So here we're just telling OmniSend to watch out for people that enter their email address. And if they do, wait 1 minute and then send them this email. So I'm just going to remove this email for now. And I'm just going to create one from scratch. So we're just going to drag it in there just like this. And for the subject line for this email, it's going to be free ebook inside. And then for the sender's name, it's going to be the name of the store. So I'm going to put Pure Pet Market. And then what I need to do is just click on edit content. And it's going to be in here where you're now going to start the process of writing out the email. Now, OmniSend has had a recent update and improvement when it comes to simplifying this whole thing, because what you can now do is drag the text element in here just like this. And instead of you having to write the email yourself, what you can now do is use OmniSend's AI assistant. So if I just click on it like that, I'm just going to tell it what I'm trying to do. And I'm just saying, I am offering the reader a free ebook that they opted in for. And I want you to give me the entire email, etc., etc. Super simple. I'm just going to click on enter. Okay, OmniSend was able to do that within a microsecond. And of course, if you want to update it, change it, you can easily do that. What I'm going to do now is just add a button element. This is going to be the download button for them to get access to the ebook. So I'm just going to change this to get the free ebook. And this is where you're going to put the link that you would have got from Shopify. So I'm just going to copy the link just like that. Go back over to OmniSend, paste it in there like this. And that's basically what you need to do. This is the email that the person's going to receive. So I'm just going to click on finish editing. So now when someone enters their email address, OmniSend is going to wait 1 minute and it's going to instantly send them this email. And of course, if you want to add more emails, more delays, even SMS, you're going to be able to continue doing it for as long as you want to. But for now, I just want to quickly show you exactly what it's going to look like. I'm just going to enter my own email address just so that you get a full idea. So what I'm going to do first is go onto my site. And of course, the pop-up has now appeared. So I'm just going to enter my email address right now. I'm going to blur it out so that you guys don't see it. I'm just going to enter it in there just like this. Okay, so I just entered my email address and this is the next page that pops up. And by the way, you can edit this in any way that you want. It's just letting me know that my treats are in my inbox. So what I'm going to do is just open up my Gmail email address. Okay, and here we have it. This is the email that I just received. Took about 1 minute. Of course, that's what I set in OmniSend. And, the person's going to receive the email. They're going to read through it. And the link for them to get the ebook is going to be here. So if I just click into it, it's of course going to take them directly to the ebook. Now, I'm sure that you guys are blown away by what I've been able to show you and the fact that you can get a site built using AI and then use OmniSend when it comes to being able to build up an email list. And don't forget that this email that was just sent out isn't going to be the only one. You're going to be able to continuously keep sending out a brand new email every day if you want to, but I would say maybe every other day is going to be the best option. Now, most of you are probably thinking about, Sam, how exactly are we going to get people to be aware of this site that we've been able to build in the first place? Of course, there's going to be some things that you need to do when it comes to generating traffic. And I'm going to speak about that in a moment, but don't forget, if you wanted to sign up to OmniSend for completely free, I'm going to leave all the information in my description down below. And when it comes to building up these different online stores from scratch in detail, I've got a completely free course that took me about 2 months for me to build. I was working on it every single day, planning it out, filming the different lectures, and you're going to be able to find that in the description down below as well. At the time of me making this video, again, it's free. I've been considering to charge, $1,000, maybe $500. I could charge up to $2,000, but again, you're going to be able to gain access for completely free without any paywalls. And just generally in that course, I'm going to show you what you need to do when it comes to getting potential customers to be aware of your site, what you need to do when it comes to finding the best winning product, and everything that goes into email automation and how you can sell your products and automate the entire process. So be sure to check that out, free course in the description. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything from it, you got any sort of value, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where I break down the traffic side of things, what you need to do when it comes to making your store aware to thousands of potential customers, you're going to be able to watch that by clicking the link right there. Watch that straight after this. It's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it can help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.